Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Equilibrium Clash of Clans Clan War Heroes, number 16 I think this is going to be. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time and I apologize for that. Some of you have been asking for the updated versions of the Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 8 bases, which I have uploaded, and I have been working on the bases. I just haven't had the time to shoot videos. I've been so busy. So yeah, that's my excuse. But okay, so this is Clan War Heroes, and I'm on my secondary account. But we're going to take a look at the war log. We had on and off. We never dropped below 50% win ratio, but we did have a pretty rough time before these 3 losses. We had like 2 losses, I think. So yeah, we haven't been doing that good in Clan Wars, but I think we're starting to get a hang of it. You know, little by little, we're acquiring players that are good and that also stay long term. So, okay, let's take a look at the last war. 90 to 82 stars. I got 1 star this war. Our number 2 player got 2 starred. So, I guess they did okay, but you know, look, like we have Thor. No Mercy joined our clan. He's arguably the most powerful attacker. You know, he's got maxed out everything as far as army goes, and he almost always 2 stars. They're number 1 and 2. So he really knows what he's doing. And of course we've got Thor, who has a Smurf account called Sir Walker, and he also is a very good attacker. He also 2 stars Town Hall 10s a lot. In this war we were favored. They only had 2 Town Hall 10s, we had 4. As far as my base goes, I'm defensively, you know, I do have an okay Town Hall 10, but my army is actually still at Town Hall 9 level. Like my Golem just finished getting upgraded to Town Hall, not Town Hall, to level 4. So I guess you could say I rushed my base a little bit, rushed my Town Hall upgrade. All right, now let's take a look at the hero. Okay, there's no heroic defense, which means, does that mean that, okay, so they had no failed attacks? Is that what that means? Attacks lost? Okay, they had 7 attacks lost, but for some reason it doesn't show the most heroic defense. So we're just going to look at this attack right here, and if there's anything at all that I draw from this attack, then I'll share it. Okay, so he sends in a couple hogs, draws the CC out. This is really nice. I like it when CC is full of wizards. Wizards have a very slow cooldown for their attack. Like, they take forever to actually get off their first shot. And because they take up 4 space each, it's much quicker to draw the CC rather than like 30 or 35 archers in a high level clan castle. So I like to mix in, you know, a lot of archers. At least like half of the units I like to have archers in my clan castle. But it's personal preference. And he sends in 1 golem to draw fire from the wizards. You know, golems do die pretty quickly if you've got 6 or 7 wizards attacking you, but he puts his own wizards down quickly, so that works out fine. He's got 2 more golems on the north side, and he deploys his witches and his heroes, and you know, that's very good. I see some people, they keep their units way too long, and whoa, okay, that big bomb really hit home right there. It's on a free spell to stop that tower. Okay, I think he's going to use his other free spell. Yep, there it goes. He's already raged his king. I'm not sure why. I don't think the king's health went down, but I guess he raged it to take out other units or the other hero. The queen uses her special ability, takes out the town hall, and the witches, thanks to the distraction in front with the golems, are able to continue spawning their little skeletons. And at this point, he's already gotten 2 stars, so his queen still has full health. So yeah, that was a pretty good attack. This base actually has maxed out buildings, close to maxed out buildings. Wizard towers, air defense. The walls are very behind though. So yeah, that was it for the number 1 attack, or the most heroic attack rather, in this clan war. Let's see. Okay, let's see if there are any cool attacks other than that to show you guys. cool. Town Hall 9, 3 stars. Okay, this was an attack from me. I was probably going down for mop-up duty. But okay, so we have a very spread out base. Now these bases can be quite annoying, but the key to defeating a big base, in my opinion, is to have strong tanking units and good firepower behind it. Basically a go-wee-wee type of army, but you don't want to just cluster them all into one corner. You want to kind of spread them out, and that's what I do here, because the buildings are far apart, which means that your units won't be shot at one time so much. You'll only have a couple of towers firing at your units at any given time. So what I do with this base here is I send in, my P.E.K.K.A.s, and of course this is on my friend's account. He doesn't have high-level tanking units. He's only got level 1 P.E.K.K.A.s and everything. But this is a Town Hall 8, so that shouldn't really be a problem. I put down a couple minions to take out the straggling buildings. Sometimes those couple units that you use for cleanup end up making the difference between 2 and 3 stars in the end. So I send in my tanking units right here. So look at that. The P.E.K.K.A. is like half the size of the king. And I throw down a couple wizards. And this is another thing that I want to talk about. Even when I do my normal go-wee attacks on my main account, I don't use all of my wizards at once. Because, yeah, wizards do a lot of damage, and it's good to get them into the fray, getting damage. But if you use up all of your wizards in one shot, and if, for example, they clump up next to a big bomb and they all die, or if a couple mortar hits take them out and you don't have any heal spells on you, or you ran out of heal spells, then there goes like the majority of the DPS in your army. So as you can see right here, I have a couple of the big tanking units slowly going through, and I trickle in my wizards. I'm popping down a little bit at a time, and I still have 5 left right here. And a lot of times in big bases, and this goes with any Town Hall level really, like Town Hall 10 bases, Town Hall 9 bases, there are a couple of golems left running around, but because they don't have enough DPS, you run out of time. Or the golems just die off because they're not doing enough damage. They're not doing damage quickly enough to take out the towers. In those kind of situations, you can just pop down a couple of wizards next to the towers or near the towers that are being distracted, which will be distracted for a while because golems have a lot of HP, and then those wizards will clean up a couple of trash buildings and then take out the towers. And I've definitely won, taken the 3rd star many times because of that. So that's just a little tip to keep in mind regarding wizards. Is when you're going go-wee-wee, you might want to keep a couple, or a few, or even several wizards until the very end. Yeah, it works wonders at times. Okay, so I'm a little bit long-winded, but I guess we'll just do a quick review of this other war. Okay, this war here, we completely stomped them. I don't know why, Supercell matched up our 2 clans. It was just an embarrassment, but yeah, so none of our top bases are... Wait a minute, is this the one that I just showed you guys? No, it's not. Okay, it's a different war, but we still 2-starred all their tops. Okay, yeah, so they didn't have... I don't know why they gave up. They didn't use up that many of their attacks. They only used up 55, so I guess they gave up midway. But we did a really good job 3-starring their bases. You can take a look at that. It's like almost everything was 3-starred. Our lower players didn't do as good. Obviously, we still have a Town Hall 7. In the end of this war, we were just sniping for loot because we didn't really need stars anymore. But in the beginning, our Town Hall 8s and 9s didn't do as well as they could have. They were probably aiming too high, just not putting enough into their attacks. But our Town Hall 9s did really well, and we all go down a few levels. Different clans have different ways of doing wars, but in our clan, we generally go for 3 stars no matter what. So, the majority of the clan just aims as low as they need to be able to get 3 stars, and then our top attackers, our top Town Hall 10s, have 2 attacks each. So, for example, our top 5 Town Hall 10s will hit their top 10 bases. And then our number 6 to number 10 Town Hall 10s, or Town Hall 9s, depending on how many Town Halls we have, those players will go down and 3-star like the hardest Town Hall 9s or whatever Town Hall 9 they can get. And then sometimes the lower Town Hall 9s will reach up to 2-star easy Town Hall 10s or easier Town Hall 9s. Because if you think about it, if there's a risk that, for example, like if you're a Town Hall 9, if there's a risk that you will fail to 3-star a higher Town Hall 9, then it's better for you to go lower to a base that you can for sure 3-star, and then have a Town Hall 9 that's a little bit lower than you to 2-star the base that you're not so sure about. Because 2-starring a base is considerably easier than 3-starring. So yeah, that's a way you can use your attacks wisely if you're a clan leader or a co-leader. Something to keep in mind. Alright, so the most heroic attack is Swag YOLO Child. Okay, this space here, this is a Town Hall 8 that's rushed beyond your dreams. Only good thing about the space is that the dragon is not level 2 when it pops out of the clan castle. So yeah, this looks like a pretty easy walkover. This is Swag YOLO Child. Which is kind of a strange name to have, but it's his Smurf account, it's not his main account. But yeah, this is just going to be easy mode. I'm going to put this on times 2 speed because I've been blabbering on for quite a while and I don't want to bore you guys out too much. Okay, so the dragon hasn't been taken out, which is pretty bad, but you know, he throws in a couple minions here and okay, that's strange. I thought, okay, I finally triggered the aggro. You know, these units, if they're not hogs or giants or some kind of tower-seeking unit, they generally start attacking a unit that attacks another unit if they're within a certain range. I'm not sure what the range is. I never actually studied it, but it's a smart move that you made with those 5 minions right there. Pretty easy walkover. This base had no air defense. Well, it had one right here, and it was just low level, so shame on that guy for rushing his Town Hall. You don't want players like that in your clan, by the way. If you're ever serious about winning wars, players with rushed bases generally represent players that are impatient. They're not patient enough to, you know, work on their base. They're not patient enough to work on their strategy. So a gemmed base, a rushed base, generally means a bad attacker. Of course, at a high level, there are players who are, you know, who have played a lot and they're totally fine at attacking. And everyone's got a different learning curve too. So you can't just say all gemmers or all rushers are bad attackers, but in general, that's the way it is. Okay, this guy sends in a whole bunch of giants, rage spell. I think he should have used his wall breakers a little bit sooner. He used his lightning to try to take out the clan castle units, but Queen Witch is still alive. Things are going pretty south. He hasn't even gotten to the second wall until half of his army is already dead. So yeah, basically this attack is a failure because he just used cheap-ass units, really. Think about it. A bunch of giants, barbarians, and archers. That's not really going to cut it. His heroes are high level. I guess he was trying to save resources or something. And his clan castle is also full of garbage. So an attack like that is not really going to get you anywhere. He might have 1-starred this base. Maybe he could have gotten the Town Hall, but overall, that's just a bad attack. He could have actually lured the clan castle too. See, on this side, there's nothing over there. He could have very easily lured the clan castle with a couple of hogs and lured the units to a corner and dealt with them with Lizard. Okay, so anyway, that's it for now, guys. I am going to cut this video off here. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.